better hope a clone ended up on Snukeape's ship somehow. Here goes nothing. Where am I? Oh, nuts. General Snukeape must have taken a few of the simulacra, as souvenirs. No sign of anybody at the controls. He must be in the little space gorilla's room. Now's my chance. Looks like I'm gonna need the help of those not-me's to get out of here. This tree is made of space fiberglass, but that didn't stop Harry Molman from gnawing on it, apparently. He's a fighter, that one. My third eye is feeling a little itchy and watery. I wonder if I should switch to a different, fresher clone body. Blah! Nothing like looking at copies of yourself naked to make you want to hit the gym.
Attention, recreation period has ended. Do not approach the gyroscopic stabilization controls except in the event of an emergency.
Hey, no fair. How come he gets the hamster wheel? It still smells like Max. Of course, Max has an aroma that never ever quite goes away. Funny, I didn't notice this fuse box when Max and I were stuck in here before. The exposed delicate electrical wiring of Snukeape's spaceship. I'm not going to reach in with my hands. This may not be my real body, but getting electrocuted still hurts. That looks clean enough for now. Maybe later when my OCD starts acting up again. My clone ID tags. Useful, because I can't even tell us apart. That's an interesting idea, but I'd end up electrocuting myself. Maybe I could mess this thing up from a distance. No, if I lost these, they'd make me have to get my shots again. These puzzles are making me thirsty.
Error. Failure in stabilization controls. Clone HW021S. Commence backup stabilization immediately.
Uh-oh, sounds like that's my cue.
Emergency stabilization in effect.
Faded colors, fraying edges. I remember when quality meant something in a spaceship. What? It was like that when I got here, honest. Yo! I hope this is worth it. Ha-ha! I've escaped your little jail, Snukeape, with nothing more than my wits and some gold lame shorts. Now just hand over that robot? Snukeape? Where'd everybody go? Hey, no fair. How come he gets the hamster wheel? There's no sign of Snukeape or Stinky either.
What are you doing here? The clones aren't allowed out of their cages.
You don't look like our pal, the alien. Wait a second. I recognize that brain.
Clones aren't supposed to talk. Wait a second. I recognize that clone.
You're Samunmak.
You're Max! No, wait, Sam. Which one is the dog again?
What is what's left of you doing here?
If you must know, I'm controlling this ship with my mind until I can find a replacement body. And then I will once again rule the Earth, as is my divine right!
So, did Snukeape leave a forwarding address or any contact information?
Ha! Outwitted again, dog! Snukeape knew you'd be searching for him, and that's why he refused to tell me.
Clever. All this time I thought you were just his brain slave, when you're practically his second in command.
Of course! And to keep up the disguise, that's why he keeps refusing to clean out my tank.
So somebody found a use for your brain after all.
Don't be jealous, dog. Someone will find a use for your brain someday. Burn!
Now, I've been meaning to ask you, what's your problem with the mole men anyway?
Ugh, disgusting, pitiful creatures. All of them.
They weren't so pitiful that they couldn't overthrow you twice.
Nonsense! They caught me off guard is all, and I hadn't stretched first. And the sun god roll was in my eyes.
So Snukeape hooked your brain into the controls of this ship and then just left you here?
I wasn't left here! General Snukeape turned command over to me to continue the assault on the giant Max creature. And to be frank, it is a role I relish, considering my beef with him after his insolence.
Now serving 1 beef frank on a roll with relish.
Belay that order.
I'm looking for a toy robot. About yay big, goes by the name of Troy, gives its destruction to everyone.
And why on earth should I help you?
Because you're a brain in a jar and I know how to boil things?
Very well. It's nowhere on this starship, I promise you.
If the robot isn't on this spaceship, that means Snukeape took it with him.
Oh, clever. No wonder you're a detective.
I've got to find that toy. I've got to find that toy.
Toy sensors activated.
Stop that at once! I'm trying to concentrate.
Toy sensors deactivated.
Sounds like you're not quite in control of the spaceship yet, pal.
I can control this vessel with just the smallest thought. Even while speaking to you, I am targeting your partner for a full assault with my... what's the word?
Doors.
Now cut that out!
Keep up with the flying, Sam and Mac. I hate to think what'd happen if this spaceship suddenly lost power.
I'm not listening to you!
I wouldn't be so cocky. Don't you know what happens to the gifted brains that Snukeape uses to control his ship?
You question the power of the great Samunmak? I will bide my time with General Snukeape for as long as it serves my purposes. And when the time is right, I will strike like a cobra. Or at least the brain of a cobra.
And how are you planning to take over exactly? You don't have any weapons.
Weapons? The mighty Samunmak has no need for weapons!
Keep up the good work, Sam and Mac.
I will cut off all life support and destroy you, dog! As soon as I figure out how.
He doesn't have teeth. Ooh, at least I hope he doesn't. How gross would that be? The mole processing room is locked tight.
None may enter except at my whim! You again? What is the meaning of this? Why haven't you given up yet?
So when you first found the Devil's Toy Box and became Pharaoh, the Mole Man overthrew you,
That doesn't mean anything.
and then when you got the ultimate power again to change reality itself, they managed to overthrow you again.
Just you wait. Once I have taken my throne again, I will imprison all of those filthy mole men. And then wipe them out of existence.
Now that I think about Mole Men, I know lots of Mole Men. There's Harry Mole Man, Shavul, who was a Mole Man, his nephew Doug the Mole Man, Warren Burroughs, Prime Minister of the Mole People, Patton Oswalt.
Stop that! Stop that immediately!
Mole Man.
Cut it out!
Mole Man, Mole Man, Mole Man.
For the last time, stop it!
Rabbit season.
I said stop! Wait, weren't you supposed to say mole men? Damn it.
General Snukeape, is it time?
Grandpa Stinky.
What? Oh yes, Earth Dog. I am indeed the elderly stinky human.
This is important, Grandpa Stinky. Did Snukeape mention where he was going?
Aye, but the General has guaranteed that you Earth creatures will never find him before the domination of... he did not. I am a cantankerous human. Ha!
How did you get trapped in the mole processing room? Did Snukeape take you prisoner?
No. Everything is fine. I thought this door led to the waste processing chamber.
Did you notice if Snukeape was holding a toy robot that can destroy stuff from the dark dimension?
I've got no idea what you're talking about. I've never even heard of the Cthonic Destroyer. Except that would be a good name for it. Probably. If it existed. Or if I knew what it was. What was the question again?
Are you all right, Grandpa Stinky? You seem different.
I assure you, I am quite well. And I am in fact your associate, Grandpa Stinky.
Well, okay then.
Thank you for asking, though.
Wait a second. Grandpa Stinky would never be that polite.
You might as well admit it, you know. The freelance police are powerless to stop us anyway.
Very well. Enough with the charade. I am actually the mighty Grey Pipe, mightiest of General Snukeape's warriors.
You must have really made Snukeape angry for him to lock you in the mole room.
Nonsense. I am the linchpin in his plan for galactic domination. He secured me in the mole sweating room for the good of the Snukeape Empire.
Speaking of sweat, you really should secure yourself in the showers for the good of everyone else.
There was a mix-up with the heat controls.
All right, Mac. Where's Snukeape now?
Yeah, there's nothing you could possibly do to make me talk, naked Earth Dog.
Well, I hate to have to do this, but it's for Max's sake, and I'm dressed for it anyway. Prepare yourself for my hypnotic dance of the third degree.
All right, I'll talk. Just make it stop. He's at a warehouse in the southeast end of the featureless warehouse district.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Mama Bosco's cloning chamber.
It's the Hotep Not Clone-Related Industries Building, 2348 Doppel Street at Gang Avenue, 212-555-2314.
Okay, I got it. So, are you wearing a Grandpa Stinky suit or something?
Ha! The true explanation of my current appearance is so mind-bogglingly horrifying, your mind would never be able to comprehend.
You switch brains?
Well, yes. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Fair enough. Fess up, pal. Where's that anti-dark matter toy robot hidden?
Don't make me laugh, Earthling. After General Snukeape so painstakingly reassembled the pieces of the Destroyer robot, he'd never be foolish enough to let it out of his sight.
Why don't you reveal the entire plan to the enemy, Grupipe?
Oh, right. Let's start over again.
Don't go anywhere. I may have more questions for you later.
You'd better hurry. Your time's running out.
That didn't work. There must not be any clones of me there. Maybe some clone stragglers are still hanging around Mama Bosco's lab. What a stroke of luck. There is a clone hanging around the lab. And the poor guy's injured. This must be one of the clones Max was gnawing on last week. It's just as well, since there's not much for me to do around here anyway. Mama Bosco, can you...
Not now, clone. I'm busy here.
Hey, President Super Bowl! It's me, Sam!
Oh, great. I'm so racked with guilt that now I'm hearing things.
You're not hearing things. I'm astrally projecting into a clone body after talking to Max's superego inside his brain.
Keep it together, Super Bowl. Sam will be able to save the day. He always does.
Not much point in coming here in retrospect. Should I head back? I can't squeeze through there with this cone on, and there's no way to get it off. You'd think with this many screens, there'd be one that could tell me where that toy robot is. This destabilizer could be exactly what I need to get that toy robot, if not for one thing. It's not really that useful for anything. Not much point in coming here in retrospect. Should I head back?
Sam, I'm picking up an unusual spike in brainwave activity from Max. Are you trying to take control of him?
We've got everything under control, Mama Bosco. Rescue team, assume Giant Max form go. Hey, that was uncalled for.
Apologies, Sam. My tentacles slipped off the controls for a moment.
off the top, Max. Concentrate, Max. Remember all the wacky hijinks we had in that cloning chamber.
Keep me updated, Sam. Are you going to keep controlling Max?
I'm done here. I want to go back.
I think it's time Skunkape discussed this toy robot business. Faced a reasonable facsimile of my face.
Yes, yes! I'm so glad to see you're getting along with my unstoppable army of minions. Plenty, people. Play all you want. We'll make more.
Keep laughing, Simeon. Having a sunny personality will make the time go by faster in Sing Sing.
Eh, what?
It's a prison.
Ah, no Earth prison can hold me. With my unstoppable army, my newly reformed queen at my side, and the power trapped in this ancient toy robot, our plan cannot fail.
You just forgot one thing. The self-destruct sequence.
This cloning chamber doesn't have a self-destruct sequence.
Maybe not, but he does.
Unstable antimatter device detected. Initiating containment protocols.
You can override the bomb. Yes, my queen?
I'm doing it, darling.
Looks like some kind of fog machine?
Good eye, Sam. Near as I can make out, Sal turned that on to cover up Stinky's little disappearing act.
It's a big box packed with evidence, no doubt.
That's from all of Stinky and Sal's failed attempts to knock off Grandpa before they hit on the magic recipe idea. The roach would dump the evidence off at the docks, then the mermaid would swim it down the Hudson.
Wait. Stinky's a mermaid?
Seriously, Sam? Try to keep up.
Good thing I've been practicing my yoga during this whole crisis. It's a big hunk of rock.
Left over from all the secret tunnels those lovebirds were having the mole people dig to pull off their scheme. She'd do anything to get rid of all that granite. I heard she was even selling it in sandwiches.
It's an old video projector.
It was set up inside the diner, Sam. Turn it on at the right time. Cover it up with enough fog, and you could make it look like anything had just appeared out of thin air.
Jinkies! It's a closed-circuit TV camera hooked up to that projector.
Right again, Sam. All she had to do was get Sal to hold up a photo at just the right time, and it was easy to make Grandpa Stinky think his magic spell had worked.
Hey, I recognize that. That's the cake of the damned, the evil recipe that Grandpa Stinky magically turned into Girl Stinky.
Or so that poor sap Grandpa Stinky was supposed to think.
I'll just call this Exhibit A. Aha! Instant demonic spell. Pretty sneaky, Stinky.
And since Grandpa Stinky thought he'd made her, he changed his will so that she'd get the diner if anything happened to him.
Hiya, Flint.
Hey, Sam. Didn't recognize you without the suit. This is some crazy case, huh?
Yeah, about this antimatter bomb.
Oh, don't sweat it, pal. Once I finish off these hairy mugs, I'll round up those two saps and put a damper on that firecracker. Easy as portfolio diversification.
Sim salabim. What? The Devil's Toy Box? How can this be?
The Devil's Toy Box? They said the toy box had been destroyed.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things.
Talking clone? Oh, now I see. You have come to make things difficult for me again. Yes, Sam?
You might as well give up, Skunkape. Once Stinky's done with you, you'll be tossed out like yesterday's bacon fat.
Nonsense. She has been madly in love with me from the moment she saw me. Animal magnetism like this. You can't just turn it off, you know?
How do you think I feel? Turn yourself in, Skunkape. Don't make things any harder on yourself.
Since coming to this dreadful planet, I've been pulled through a rock, shot at, imprisoned for decades, attacked by mole men, pummeled by clones, and shot at by an overzealous pulp detective. How could things possibly get harder?
You could do it without the hints turned on? Hand over that toy robot, and I'll think about turning the toy box over to you.
You're hardly in a position to make demands, Sam. Why should I turn over this toy instead of simply taking what I want?
Because I'll give you all the money I have in freelance police petty cash.
Such a pitiful amount would barely pay for one of my chest-waxing sessions.
Because I'll shoot you full of lead if you don't.
Sam, your earth bullets bounce off my hide like the gentle caress of a refreshing spring rain. But please, do your worst.
Well, this is awkward. I seem to have left my gun in my other pants. Because it's the right thing to do.
Then I'll take my riches as ruler of the universe and donate them to cover my carbon offset.
Because that robot is the only thing that can save my not-so-little buddy.
You Earthlings' dependence on emotion will be your downfall. Well, that and my disintegrator beams.
Because if you don't, I'll blow up the toy box once and for all.
Yeah, you wouldn't dare. The explosion would destroy you along with half the city.
I'd destroy half of any city to save my best pal. Besides, I'm using a loaner body.
You're serious?
I'm just crazy enough to do it.
No, here! Take the robot. Just keep that bomb away from the toy box.
There!
Antimatter bomb disabled. Containment protocols canceled.
What is he doing?
Now I'd better get this robot into Max's brain before Skunkape realizes he's been flamboozled. I can't be wandering through mole tunnels now when there's so little time left to save Max. You got everything under control here, Flint?
Ah, this is as easy as picking lice from a hobo's.
Did you hear that? Again with the hobos. What's his problem?
Don't kill that one, Flint. That's Grandpa Stinky.
No problem, Sam.
Sam to rescue team. Sam to rescue team. Robot acquired. Eat me. Over.
Roger that.
Snukeape put this thing back together himself, so I hope it still works.
Once we blast away that dark matter, we should have enough time to remove the... Uh-oh. I think my water just broke.
Pennies?
Sam, we've got to get out of here. Now.
But Max is...
There is no way I'm having this baby inside a horrible monster!
That horrible monster is my best friend, and we're running out of time to save him. What do we do?
Save Sybil. 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 Save Sybil.
My friends, the most wondrous thing has happened.
It hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to unless we move.
What? Oh, yes, the baby. Whatever. No, my friends, the wondrous thing is that Max has actually committed a selfless act. Who's this guy?
He's the personification of Max's superego.
Ah,
Makes sense.
that means he's more than just pure id. He's capable of self-sacrifice. I've made a terrible mistake. Max is worth saving after all.
Told you so.
Go. Save Sybil. I will stay here and remove this wretched tumor.
But how do we get out of here in time?
Huh? No doubt there's something in here you've overlooked.
Oh, breathe, Sybil. Do you need any water? Or hot towels? Or a complimentary mint?
I need for you to get me out of this monster!
This low-tech optic nerve will give me a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to literally see the world through Max's eyes. Why does Max have tear ducts? I can't remember the last time I saw him cry. Well, except when he was trying to lull his prey into a false sense of security. It won't do any good unless Max is crying, though.
Knitchlook glanced back to see his igloo engulfed in flames. The muffled screams of the Zebulon invasion force still barely audible over the intermittent explosions of propane tanks. As he held the Eye of Zinthar aloft and watched the sunlight reflected off the sparkling souls trapped inside, Knitchlook realized he had become a man. He plunged the sword of judgment into the still twitching body of a Zebulon drone. Today has been a good day, thought Knitchlook.
All right, everybody, let's load up and make a quick getaway. Good luck, Max's superego. We're all counting on you.
Don't worry, Sam. I'll have Max back to his normal, impetuous, wonderful self in 5 minutes. Just go, and hurry.
Sam, you have to get out now. The maintrons will impact in 4 minutes.
Why aren't we moving?
Wait a second. This isn't the tear duct. that was thoroughly unpleasant. Gesundheit!
Let's get you to the hospital, Mrs. Pandemic Lincoln.
Ugh. That's Lincoln Pandemic?
Could you keep it down? Our head is killing us!
Quick, Giant Max, get out of there! The last Maintron is headed your way! He saved the city. But where did he go?
I almost had everything, and then you had to start slobbering over a stupid piece of rock.
For the last time, my queen, I will get you a diner on the next world we conquer. Just get me far away from... Didn't I tell you to get rid of that cell phone already?
Who could possibly be calling me?
Max?
Realign the mitochondrial plasmoid transference sequence. Oh, who am I trying to kid? I'm making all this up as I go along. Anyway, I've adjusted the cloning tank, so we should be able to bring Max back as good as new.
Great, Dr. Mama Bosco. Let's do it.
I'll just need a sample of his DNA, one that's less than 1 week old.
Don't worry, Grandpa Stinky. I'm sure Mama Bosco will find some way to get you back into your real body.
No rush. I could get used to this one. I just wish I hadn't left my keys in the other body's pants.
Do you have any of Max's DNA, Flint?
Sorry, Sam. You know I go to the spa and get a good exfoliating scrub and full delousing whenever I hang out with you guys. I'm gonna miss the little guy. He was a real borderline psychotic hero.
Don't worry, Grandpa Stinky. I'm sure Mama Bosco will find some way to get you back into your real body.
No rush. I could get used to this one. I just wish I hadn't left my keys in the other body's pants.
Oh, Max's snot got all over my inventory, and lots of other unmentionable personal areas. Try this, Mama Bosco. It should be crawling with Max DNA. God knows what else.
Perfect. This should only take a few minutes. That should do it.
Welcome back, little buddy. What happened?
It looks like Max's DNA is just too weird for my machines to be able to reproduce. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry, Sam.
Tough break, Sammo. At least he went out saving the universe.
As president, I'd just like to offer my... I can't do this now. I just can't.
Superball, come back!
Oh, hi, Sam.
Holy beer-battered princes of Maine and kings of New England in a glass-bottom boat with a trip-hop DJ and the second runner-up in the Miss Teen Oklahoma pageant. It's past Max in a time-traveling elevator.
What's shaking?
Max! I thought you were... Wait a second, where's the past me?
Oh, yeah, about that. We were on a case, and you got turned into a giant monster with electromagnetic powers, so I kinda had to blow you up. It was horrible. So, wanna stop some crimes?
Let's!
Ooh, push all the buttons. I want to scatter some dental retainers throughout the fossil record and see how long it takes anybody to notice.
You crack me up, little buddy.